Hamilton Bradley.
I'm filming and you're being very rude.
Hello? Alright. So I was very disappointed this is the last, I didn't know this was the last night here. I was so excited about all the future nights I was planning on doing, but anyway, it's all good. As you heard, my name is Craig Hamilton Bradley, in case I, run for president. You're gonna carry that. I do hope you think I'm funny. Kind of weird. Welcome to my poor man's comedy special, where the jokes are free, but do your best to tip. Tip well. It's a $5 beer, you tip $2, you tip 40%. That's a, you are a baller. $2 is all it costs, you're a baller. So I'm putting this on YouTube. This is Da Playground. Unfortunately, there won't be more nights like this that I can try to encourage people to come see, but I'll be putting this on my YouTube channel. It is named after a Jerry Garcia quote. All good, it's the meaning of life. All good things and all good time. So you will see this again if you turn to that. Man, not to tell you about this area, but we're not coming back here. So freight trains and aquarium, windiest harbor in the world, I think. But, whatever. All right. I wish Patrice O'Neal were alive, because he'd be doing jokes about how he's just trying to give a fuck about the pandemic. He would just be doing that right now anyway, if he was alive. I feel like when you mention people who are not with us anymore, it kind of brings their spirit into the room. So anyway, and on that note, I used to be funny. I still am, but I used to be funny too. And that's a shout out to my buddy Mitch Hedberg. I love him also. So last week, if you were here, you heard my pronouns. I transitioned this week, and my pronoun and identify as silliest. And as the ladies like to call me, sillylicious. I don't know what that's about, but they do it. I just,
they do.
Work with it. What else? Turns out, if you start doing jokes when you're 52, you're still alive. There are so many people who made it famous and gotten rich and who are dead and who would still be with us if they didn't. So young. So if you want to succeed in comedy, live till you're 50 and then start. Just saying. And shit, I have so much fucking material at this age. Holy shit. Okay, so anyways, let's get moving forward here. When I was much younger, obviously, everything before now was when I was younger, but 30 years ago, I rode a bicycle across the United States of America 3 times, okay? And I have this weird good luck. I got a lot of stories. I'm just going to quickly go through one of them. So the first time I rode across the United States, I only had 4 tapes. I had a Sport Walkman. It was 1989. I only had about 4 tapes. They were Leonard Skinner, Van Halen, Sade, and Ziggy Marley. I got kind of tired of Ziggy Marley and Sammy Hagar's new version of Van Halen, but the Sade and the Leonard Skinner never got old. Nevertheless, that's all I had, right? So I ride from Northern California to San Diego, all the way to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I go in this little gym called Hard Bodies. It's one of the things I would ask for free was a free workout. And so I weasel my way in there, I'm working out, and I hear this guy next to me say some shit about how he was a musician. I said, you say you're a musician? What kind of music you play? He said, I guess you'd call it Southern rock and roll. I said, no shit, is it anything like Leonard Skinner? He said, yeah, that's my band. It was Artemis Pyle, the original drummer, Leonard Skinner. I I just ridden a bicycle across the United States of America. Listen to that motherfucker, and only that motherfucker, and 3 others, right? And I was like, holy shit, you're not gonna believe this. I just rode a bicycle across the United States. Bicycle's right there. Listen to you. She said, oh, so you've been listening to a lot of this. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been listening to. Holy shit. So that was just fucking amazing, right? So then the owner of that gym walks down to a bar, it happens to be called Freebirds, and the owner of the bar said, hey, send that guy down here. Everything's on the house. So I go down there, I'm just eating and drinking. I mean, bucket of wings, steak sandwich, just, oh, I'm so hungry. And Artemis Pop comes up behind me, puts his hands on my shoulders, says, hey, bro, good to see you, man. Come join me and my friend. So I joined him and his friend. It was a night of lunar eclipse, August 16th, 1989. And then he says, hey, man, we're all going back to the house. We're going to watch this shit. Telescope, you want to come with us? I was like, shit, yes. I get in the guy's 72 fucking Bronco, cherry Bronco. I go back to his house. Lives in a modest condo, brings me in the living room. There's every fucking Leonard Skinner album on the wall. Gold, platinum. Just like, wow, I'm 20 years old, so I don't have anything to talk about. I do not know what to say. I just want to sound smart or be funny or whatever. But I got nothing. I'm like, so what kind of music do you like? You know? And he's like, I like Yellow Jacket. You know, here, take this tape with me. Anyway, so that's pretty much that, right? It was just a crazy story of good luck, right? Which is kind of the story of my life. Anyway, I'll move on to other stories. But I got a lot of other stories that, some of which are funny, from riding a bike across the United States of America. So, open mic night. I've been doing some open mic nights. I drove to Chicago. I did one there at the Laugh Factory. I did a couple in Sacramento. And holy shit, I'm new to this, okay? I am getting PTSD from fucking crazy shit people say at fucking open mic night. Oh my God, the shit, the shit people tell you about, the images they give you about things that they do. I can't get it out of my mind. This one lady in Chicago, she wouldn't talk, like she just sat quiet, you know, and I was like, hey, how's it going, you know? Just quiet, wouldn't talk, and young woman, attractive as all hell, wearing this big, beautiful skirt. She gets up on stage and she just starts talking about how she likes to blow her farts all over the room with her skirt. And I'm like, oh, the things, wow, and that's one of the things that's fascinating, right? Is the things people think are funny, right? Which obviously I haven't really tried out on anybody. And fuck, I try out the shit on strangers at Walmart 1,000 times before I would ever try it out on your ear. Why would you ever try shit out on stage when you got strangers you can talk to all day everywhere you go? It makes no sense. Anyway, so I drove across the United States recently, and that was really cool. Went through Tennessee. In Tennessee, if you go through a drive-thru, you get 2 sweethearts with your meal. You get a sweetheart when you buy your food, and you get another one when you take it out. And at first I thought it was like, what is that? You know, the one off. You know, I got my food. She said, that'll be $12.45, sweetheart. Did she just call me sweetheart? Holy shit, you know? It's just the sweetest thing, you know? I know people just don't do that anymore. And then I got my food, and she said, have a good day, sweetheart. And I was like, oh my gosh, she did see sweetheart. And she said it twice. And then I went to another place, and the same shit happened. And that's when I realized if you go to Tennessee, you get 2 sweethearts with every drive-thru meal. In case you go there, it's a little bit nicer, and there's a little more whoop-de-doo in their southern accent. You know, it's got a lot of whoop-de-doo in there. You know, I was listening to Kicking Country, 94 or whatever. I don't know. It was fun. So I gotta speed up. So speaking of, by the way, something to look forward to. I know it seems unlikely, but I'm gonna start TikTok dance tutorial videos. Alright. Doesn't look like it, but I've spent years on a dance floor. Okay. Big long story short, don't ever try to do a dance routine you've seen someone do choreographed on stage by yourself. That's a big mistake. Don't ever try to pop and lock, right? Like, yeah, it's cool, but don't try to dance and pop and lock because it looks stupid. And the most important thing, if you want to know how to dance and not look like an idiot, is just move to the rhythm. You don't have to go fast, just move to the rhythm. When you stop on the beat, and you'll look okay. That's all you really have to know to be okay on the dance floor. All right, so moving forward. Shit, I got so much stuff here to talk about. Here's some silly, I'll try to finish it up here. Some silly things that I have done or do, okay? In grade school when I was 10 years old, I got the whole bus to sing a song in protest because we had this really mean bus driver pull over and tell everybody, be quiet. So in 1979, there was the best commercial in the world, the Super Bowl commercial of all time, was an Oscar Mayer Wiener commercial. Right, little kid on the end of a pier, Oscar Mayer, my first name, my last name. Right. So I got my whole bus to sing that shit at full tilt and protest. It's a protest song. My baloney has that first name, and just everybody singing it with angst. And anyway, it was that's one of the funny things. Looking back, funny things I have done and still like to do. I made some stickers that said "Chicken fight is not a crime." Those are cool. What else here? Oh, I got a new thing. If you want to impress your friend, you just send them GWK. What is GW? That's G Wiz Khalifa. Yeah, I'll impress them every time. I like to send my friends text messages that just say, text message. And the next day when I see them, I'm like, hey bro, you get my text message? That's fun. You can do that. It's crap. You can do that yourself. It's always a good time. When I leave casinos, I like to say, hey bro, you know, in the parking lot, stop a stranger and say, hey bro, turn around now, you still have all your money. That's kind of fun to do. If I'm wearing normal jeans, because that's the only kind I have, I'd like to see a guy in skinny jeans and then say, hey bro, don't worry, pretty soon you can be able to wear normal jeans again. That's fun to do. What else? I like to go to Walmart and find people working there on their break and just ask them, you know, what's the craziest shit you ever get to see? That's a good time. If you look for a way to cheer yourself up, try that one. Anyway, and I'll get out of here. I'm sorry. Thank you. Forever jokes. Ralphie May changed my perspective on white guys with dreadlocks for life, and those are like the best kinds of jokes. Kind of stick with you forever. I don't know if you've seen this ad for Peyronie's disease. It's the crooked dick disease. It is disturbing seeing all these ads for it. Nevertheless, wouldn't it be great if everyone just, when they saw the Amazon symbol, they just associated that with the crooked dick disease? That would be great. It'd be a great way to, you know, piss off Jeff Bezos. And before I get out of here, you know, by the way, it's not Karen, it's her friend Krista that's the real bitch. So be nice to Karen. I know her, she's really sweet. And it's her sister Krista that's the real bitch. And if you want one of those stickers, autographed, Chicken fight is not a crime stickers, I'll be happy to autograph one for you. All right, thank you.
Give it over to